Hi, boys and girls. Okay, next topic in our chapter is going to talk about decimals on a number line. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remind you of a concept that you're familiar with. Then I'm going to use that concept to help you to understand how to place decimals on a number line. All right, so what I want you to think about is a dollar. So we all use dollars to go get ice cream, to go to the movies, to do whatever it is that costs money. And so the whole dollar is used for those things. You can do tens, you can do hundreds other than that. But let's think about just the whole dollar right now. Do we have a smaller unit of money that lies below a dollar, that's not quite a dollar, that may be part of a dollar? Let's think about the dime. How many dimes are in $1? 10. So let's put our dimes. Here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more over here is 10. So there's your $10, or your tens on dimes. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, so your 10 dimes. So 10 dimes equals $1. That's a smaller increment of currency. Let's go even smaller. So let's think about what is the next step underneath a dime? How many pennies are in a dime? 10 pennies. So let's do our pennies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we've got our whole dollar, and then we've got dimes, which are not quite a dollar, but if we put enough of them together, we could equal a dollar. And then we've got an even smaller amount that's even smaller part of our dollar, which are pennies, and it takes 10 pennies to equal that dime. It takes 10 dimes to equal that dollar. All right, so keep that in mind while we're talking about decimals on a number line. All right, so we've got our number line. Let's put 0 here, and let's put 1. 1 is going to be our whole number. So in between 0 and 1, there are decimals, which decimals are not quite a whole. They're in between whole numbers. All right, so our decimals, we're going to count our decimals in here to make up a whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we have, let's say, inside these whole numbers, let's look at a number line. So you've got your ones place, and then the next smallest place value underneath the whole number, or 1, is the tenths place. So all of these decimals are going to represent the tenths place. 1 tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths, 7 tenths, 8 tenths, 9 tenths, and then we know that 10 tenths equals 1 whole. So we put that there. Okay, so all of these are then going to be add up into our whole number. So these are parts of a whole. Well, what happens if we go even smaller than our tenths place? What would be the next smallest place value? The hundredths. So your hundredths decimals lie in between your tenths place decimals. Let's go ahead and look at that. So if you have in between 3 tenths and 4 tenths, you will have your hundredths place. So 3 tenths would also be 30 hundredths. And then you're going to have 31 hundredths and 32 hundredths and 33 hundredths and so on, all the way up to 40 hundredths. So this is an even smaller unit of decimals. Then you've got your next step up unit of decimals, which then equals our 1 whole. So really quick question. If these are the hundredths place, what would then be in between 31 hundredths and 32 hundredths? That would be our thousandths. So if you'll notice, it kind of keeps going smaller, just like our dollar. We have the whole dollar, then we had the dimes, then we had the pennies. So looking at decimals on a number line is very, very similar to looking at how we have our currency, how we have currency that makes up a whole in our number system, in our currency system. I hope this helps. We'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye.